It's been 11 months since this game came out, and since all of the content has been released, I think now is a good time to rate this game. This video is going to have two sections, Warzone and Zombies, with a bit of multiplayer in there. And there is going to be no exclusives in this, so no Onslaught, and I'm also not going to be talking about Dead Ops. But before we talk about any of that, we need to talk about what the f***? Now I'm stuck. Okay. The game can't even function on PC, and that's coming from someone that has a 2060. How can I say that when the recommended graphics card is a 1660? Not only is the game barely running on 60 FPS, but it's stuttering on top of that. The game is so badly optimized to everyone that there's multiple videos dedicated to fixing the FPS of this game, and they get hundreds of thousands of views. The game demands changing settings of my entire PC just to make it playable. Now Coldwar doesn't suffer from this as much, but it can be just as bad if not worse. Ooh. Now what I want to talk about in this is the integration itself. I'm not talking about Warzone, I'm talking about what the integration did to Warzone. But in order to talk about the integration, I need to talk about Coldwar first. Coldwar is the most rushed Call of Duty in the entire franchise. The game released 1 year before it should have, and most of the work on the game was from home. So you can imagine what happens when you integrate 30 plus guns from that game only 2 months after it released. The Cold War guns obviously had many problems ranging from balance issues to attachments not working to literally guns not even rendering correctly, and the list goes on and on. The patches were focused on fixing the game so much that the balance completely flew over their head. Balance patches took weeks if not months. For example, the AUG FFAR meta that it was in Season 2 took 2 months to be patched, and it was patched multiple times. Now having two guns that outclass every single gun in the game in close range, mid-range and long range would obviously lead to everyone using only these two guns. This reprogrammed players into only using the most overpowered guns in the entire game just to have fun. The game was only balanced in Season 3, 4 months after the integration. Even after the balance was fixed, everyone wanted to know what was the new overpowered gun so they can go and use it. Because that is what everyone thinks of this game, is that you should get the most overpowered gun and just use that. This leads me nicely into skill-based matchmaking. Now, I have no problem playing against 3 KD players every single game. The problem that I have is that skill-based matchmaking had more importance than the connection. Having 90 plus ping every single game when I know that I can play in 20 ping is really frustrating. However, none of the problems that I just mentioned compared to the cheating. The cheating in this game is the worst I've seen in any modern game. There's so many cheats like aimbot, Cronus, radar, wall hacks, like there's so many of them. The thing about it is that it got so advanced to the point that it's difficult to know if someone is cheating or not. The thing that makes me sad is that the devs are well aware of the cheating. Instead of putting in an anti-cheat, they just keep banning people every week, which what doesn't work in a free-to-play game. There are even hackers in Vanguard, a game that was only out for 4 days on PC. If that doesn't show how much an anti-cheat is needed, then I don't know what is. But you know what? Yeah, just release it when Vanguard releases. Why is this in the game? Out of the 3 modes, Zombies started out as the best, and is still the best out of the three. The only problem that I really had with the zombies is how long it took for the content to drop. Other than that, zombies has been solid the entire year. This is one of the most replayable zombies games I've ever played. Dark Ether alone is a testament to how replayable this mode is. Now obviously unlocks are not the only things that determine the replayability of a game. But the thing is, not only is there unlocks, but the game itself is replayable. This is the first zombies game where every single weapon is useful. That means every single primary, secondary, and lethal is useful. Now, you may be saying, well hey, in past games you can also do that, but with Double Pack-a-Punch. Well, Double Pack-a-Punch doesn't count. I'm saying that this game did it first without Double Pack-a-Punch. Another thing that I love about this game is the maps. There's 4 maps, and all of them have unique map design. D-Machine has a really simple map design. FireBase has a 3-way map design similar to Darius. Ours is really complex, but there's a lot of ways to move around the map easier. And Forsaken is the biggest out of all of them, but it has a room with multiple teleporters that get you to every major area on the map. And then finally I wanted to talk about Outbreak, which I know most people don't like, but I really do enjoy Outbreak. Now granted, in its first stages it was really bad, but after adding the world events, more maps, and making it more difficult, Outbreak became honestly my favorite thing to play in this mode. Overall, the zombies in this game was awesome, and it was probably the best zombies year I've had since Black Ops 3. Thank you all for watching, and have a good day.